we were just talking about that fucking episode of the people when he was camping and the dude fucking what was it? What was that? What was it? Was it the thruple?
The thruple.
We were just talking about the thruple, and the fucking guy sounded like E40 as he's nutting into that chick. Jesus Christ, dude. Welcome back, everybody. 2 extra clicks. I am Griff.
I'm Smith.
Real quick, listener feedback. We have gotten quite a bit of feedback about Mr. Smith. His voice is too boomy, so we've made adjustments on our crafty technical end, and we made him sound like a bitch, which I'm pumped about. So go ahead and say something.
My voice is neutered.
Yeah, somebody lopped a couple branches off of this fucking tree, and now he talks like a normal person. Hopefully this will solve it. No more boomy fucking Smith.
No more blown speakers, I guess.
Oh yeah. It's this. You know what? She is one of our listeners. We blew a speaker in somebody's vehicle. Well, I didn't. Because I already sound like a bitch. Smith, he's like, whoa, doing his fucking, everybody, and he fucking blew somebody's speaker in their car, and then that was it. That was the last straw. The person reached out to me and was like, yo, Smith, we got to turn that motherfucker down. And I was like, okay, copy that. No, I will be pleased to make him sound like a bitch. So we're back, and Smith sounds like a Sheila, and here we are. Smith, how the fuck you been, man? It's been a minute. It's been a week.
A whole week. Not bad. Been pretty good.
Yeah.
Very relaxing.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't do anything I didn't do anything the weekend. But hold on now. I did have an event on the weekend.
And what was that event?
All it was a stomach bug. I caught a stomach bug. I was just excited because I was like, well, fuck, at least I got something, because usually I got nothing. I caught a stomach bug. Fucking goddamn kids, man. The kiddo caught a stomach bug at school. Now, he caught it. It wasn't really that bad. At school, he's at summer camp. At summer camp, wasn't really that bad. He didn't even miss a day of summer camp. He just had, his tummy was kind of not feeling good. Wasn't eating like normal. Then my grown ass got it, and, my immune system is fucking dead now. It just doesn't even exist. So I was like a throwing up fucking mess, dude. Like on the first day, like I upchucked like 6 times before I went to bed. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how did I get this so bad? Like, that's anyway, I was just excited. I'm like, man, I'm sitting there, sweating over the bowl, like, oh boy, I can't wait to fucking tell Smith I did something.
The weekend spent over the toilet.
Fuck yeah. So I got a stomach bug. Pretty cool, man. How about that for a story? What did you do? Fucking top shot over there? Fuck, beat that.
I went fishing.
Oh.
Took a little weekend fishing trip. Actually, it wasn't bad.
So you left the fucking...
I left. I traveled a whopping hour.
Well, shit. It's not even local fishing. You had to fucking leave and go somewhere nice?
Well, we live in the vastness.
The vastness.
I have to go where there's a little trickle of water.
Okay. Well, did you catch anything?
I did not.
Oh, well, hold on. I got another question. Are you fucking... What are you? Because I'm a fellow fisherman myself, okay? Are you a fly fisher? Are you like a bait fisher, like a fucking like bobber, like lake style fisher? Are you a stream fisher where you're using like lures and shit? What kind of fisher are you?
Depends where I am. I do salt, I do fresh, and now as of last weekend I do river. So I'm not too fond of the rivers.
So you bait, you troll, you lure. Do you fly as well?
I did dabble in the fly this weekend.
Okay, now I'm not going to toot my fucking horn. Like I have fly fished. I have a couple fly fishing rods. I am not the best at it. I have a lot of work to do. But that's where you become an angler, like a fisherman to like, oh, I'm a motherfucking angler now. That's like the nose in the air to everyone else. Like, oh, I fly fish too, bitch.
I was just about to say. I walked in and. It's not necessarily my buddies. I mean, they are my buddies now, but it's actually my dad's buddies. My dad passed away a few years ago. This was a trip that he was supposed to start going on after he retired. He didn't get that luxury, so now my dad's buddies invite me in place, and that's what I do. And I showed up with my fly rod and my nose in the air.
Oh, yeah. So none of the other ones had a fly rod?
Negatory.
Oh, fuck. Dude, I love that, too. Like, when you go into, like, some kind of, like, Sportsman's or fucking Bass Pro Shop or whatever, and like, oh, hey, can I help you find anything? The power bait's over here, and you're like, I'd like to see your fly collection. They're like, oh, shit. they're like, well, that's behind the rope in this special section. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, thank you, sir.
It's in that room off to the side.
Yeah, the special guy fucking room. Oh, that's kind of cool though. Like, so your dad's buddies invited you in this instead of your dad.
Correct. Yeah, they were all military. So it's good to hear.
And you were not military.
I am not military.
Do you feel like you fit in with those fellas?
A little bit I do, because the thing is, they're old, they're retired.
Yeah.
One of them was career. One of them, I think he did 15, and then medically, I think he medically retired. I want to say something like that. I don't know him too well.
Gotcha.
But the main guy I've grown up pretty much knowing. I mean, he would come over to my dad's house all the time, and even like after his deployments, I remember being a kid and seeing MREs for the first time. Dude, this is so cool! And then
the little fucking carbon packet, you got to add water. You feel like you're doing a science experiment,
Yep.
And then you expect it to like taste good and like be flavorful, and it does not.
Yes.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yes,
Where is there salt in this at all?
pretty much.
Damn, nice. Well, that's kind of fucking cool, man. I mean, how many days did you go? 'Cause I know you missed a day at work.
3.
So okay, you went the full fucking 3 days. God dang. Okay.
Full 3 days.
Well, not fucking.
And-
Wait a minute. So you didn't catch shit?
I didn't catch shit.
Did anybody catch shit?
One hooked on and got off about 3 feet offshore. So
For you or for just some other guy?
It was one of the other guys,
Oh
and
my
we don't
God.
even count that as a catch because he did not land that fish.
No, that doesn't fucking count. It doesn't count until you pull it out of the water,
And it's
like
in
with it's in your hand. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be in your hand.
Yes, it has to. You have to. I don't know. Have it held.
Yes.
Yes. All right. That's kind of fucking cool. Goddamn. Nice tradition shit like that. See, me, on my end, I don't really have a lot of families. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, again, raised by my grandparents. My grandpa's passed. My grandma's still alive, of course, but she's in her golden years, one would say. Obviously not really up for having visits or travel or anything like that. My Lori is out of the picture. Lori. And then my dad's cool, but I wasn't raised by my dad. Like, we had, I don't know, whole grow up, I went down for like, every other holiday, fucking 2 weeks out of the month during summers and shit like that. So like, he's a good dad, always been a good dad, always a nice guy, but like, we don't really know each other like on that level. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's a great fucking dude, but I don't know. So yeah, like I got like fucking 2 people that know me. So I'm not planning any trips, I guess. But fuck. Anyway, but I did catch a stomach bug, and I caught it, and I held it, and it counts. All right, let's fucking move on. Let's see. Okay, now this is your topic. You wanted to bring this up, and you know what? I get why you're bringing it up. My phone has been blown up by a bunch of bullshit with this as well. Go ahead.
So one thing, the freaking political ads. We are definitely in the election season.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And this is one thing that we talked about, that we would not go into politics. We're not going to be specific. We're going to make this very general.
Oh yeah, you're all pieces of shit. All right.
It doesn't matter who it is, what seat they're trying to get, whether it's the presidential seat, a senator's seat. It doesn't matter. It's their ads are non-stop.
You're a career corrupt douchebag. You're voting. You're attempting to vote for what you think is the lesser evil.
Correct. And I think what irritates me the most is it's the same commercial. Now, I don't have cable. Okay, I do all streaming services.
I was just about to say, like, commercial. Like, I don't know what those are because I don't have cable. I'm a poor guy.
And see, I'm frugal, so even I don't pay for the extra $5 a month to go ad free.
Shit, I do. Okay. There's a difference between us.
Let me reel it back. I think there's 2 that I do have ad free.
Was one of them Hulu?
No, Netflix.
Okay, Netflix is ad free, and we did Hulu ad free because they had the worst ads. All right, go on.
I think my other is Discover. I want to say.
Oh, I love the Discovery Channel one.
Yeah, I think it's Discovery Plus.
Nice.
I do have ad free.
Nice.
But the ones that I don't have ad free, it's the same ad, and you get that minute and 30-second timer up top, and during that minute and 30 seconds, they play the same 29-second ad nonstop back to back.
Yeah.
And it's like I can recite the ads. Well, maybe I can't, but I feel like I can.
And they're all the same rinser. See, on my end, I'm getting impacted the most. And again, we're not getting into politics. I'm not going to discuss who I like or who I don't like And I'm assuming you're not either. Are you gonna? You want to? I don't want to talk about it.
No, I don't want to
like,
talk about
first off, if you're judging somebody on like who they want to vote for, you're fucking retarded anyway. Like, dude, you're more than just like who you decide to, and because everybody's in different situations. Like, I don't know. If you're judging people by who, and you know what sucks, because I actually lost a friend and I haven't reached out to him, but like we were friends on Facebook forever. And you know me, I'm not a huge social media guy at all, right? I have like all of like 90 fucking friends because like it's only if I legit fucking know you. He was like my walking partner for graduation. Like we went to high school together. We went to the same church. We were altar boys and shit together. Like I mean, we fucking grew up together. Like I fucking know this dude. Hardcore good friends. And I don't know what happened. I forget what happened. It was something about some political something. He legit like unfriended me and just dropped me from the world. And I was like, what the fuck? Like after everything we've been through, dude, like that's what you like. You drew the line and decided not to be my friend because we had a different view on something. Like that's just fucking weird, man. Like friends should be kind of different. You know what I mean? Like it's just like with spouses too. Like we have a lot of stuff in common. We have a lot of shit that's completely fucking different. Like I was raised on fucking hip hop and she was raised on fucking, I don't know, emo music and shit. You know what I mean? Like, but that doesn't mean I'm like, oh, what the fuck? You listen to that band? I will never talk to you again. Like that's, to me, it's the same thing. Like political shit's the same thing. It's like, dude, who the fuck cares? Like, you kidding me? That's like dropping a friend because they have a different favorite color than you. Who the fuck gives a shit? Wow, I'm getting way off topic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm impacted with it with my fucking cell phone, dude. I get text messages. Hey, can we count on your fucking vote? Hey, do you want to take this quick survey for the fucking what, dude?
The survey's off the hook. It's
lose my shit, dude. Lose my number.
Have you gotten a phone call yet?
Oh yeah, and they actually leave the messages and shit too. And it's like, thankfully I have that like text to fucking speech to text thing like on the voicemail, so I don't actually have to like listen to it with my ears. I can kind of read it and go, this is fucking political garbage, and I erase it. But it's annoying as shit, dude.
The last one that I got, literally, they would call me 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Finally answered because it was actually, it was, I forget what I was doing. Either way, 3 times a day, I finally looked at it and I had the opportunity to answer it. So I did, and as soon as she started talking, I said, not interested, and then just hung up. They have not called back.
Really? Because like if I was a person on the other end, I'd be like putting a checkbox next to that number. Like I'm gonna annoy the shit out of this motherfucker. You hang up on me, you little cunt.
Yeah. Nope, haven't got a call back. So answering does kind of help, but
man, I do the little thing where like I hit the little little information button on the thing, and then I block the number. But it doesn't work because every single time it calls, it like randomizes and shuffles a brand new number calling you. So it's like you can't keep up on the blocking.
And the thing is I for a while I got no spam calls. Every one that I got, if you answer, here's a secret, is 9. Just start pressing 9 nonstop.
What the fuck does that do?
Most of if it's the auto generated, the auto generator will remove you from the list.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I started doing that. It lessened it, started beefing up again. The 9 stopped working.
So you have to answer it and then just start spamming 9.
Yeah, because usually if you start spamming 9, it's like one of the automated. As long as it's an automated system, it'll actually remove you from the list.
All right. I mean, I know there's some,
There's some that are humans. Yeah. The humans, obviously, it ain't going to work.
Non-political, like those other ones where you get the automated messages and shit. A lot of times when I want to speak to an actual person, I just keep repeating roast beef. And my wife can like vouch for this because now my wife does it too. Like I just start going roast beef, and they're like, "I'm sorry, was that a yes or was that a no?" And I'm like, "Roast beef," and like I just keep fucking giving them answers. I'm like, "Please stand by while we get somebody." You know what I mean? And then I get a real person like, "Hello, sir, are you having an issue?" I'm like, "Oh, actually, I am." And then I discuss my issue with an actual person, and then I get my shit handled. But yeah, I just say roast beef over and over, and it works every time. You know what? Okay, this is kind of fucked up. God, I don't know if I want to say it now. I mean, I kind of already said it. Like going on with the political ads, the only part that I like, which is kind of like a lot of them, God, it's kind of contradicting because like I hate fucking. You're right. I hate ads in general. Like even if it's an ad for fucking like Crisco, bitch, I'll use whatever shortener I want. Don't tell me what you know what I mean. Yeah. Just almost if you're interrupting me from my shit with your ad, I might purposely not buy it because I'm so fucking disgusted every time you come on and interrupt my program. So anyway, the smear campaign tactic is fucking hilarious.
It is.
I mean, again, I don't like political ads, but when I'm thinking of like tactfully, like, man, I would use smear ads if I wanted to fucking, maybe let's say I'm like going for a promotion, right? I would fucking drop little tic-tac comments and smear the shit out of my opponents so that I'm the one that looks the best. And then my employer's going to be like, well, we better pick that guy because all the other guys, did you hear that wild shit that they did? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it's a good tactic. They're all pieces of shit, but like, the smear campaigns are fucking hilarious. Oh, yeah, Senator Douchebag's a fucking cunt. And they just start going off on all this shit. In 1976, when he was 4 years old, he shit his pants. You know what I mean? What's to say he's not going to shit the state? You're like, what the fuck, dude? What am I listening to?
What does that have to do with whatever he's going for?
Yeah, dude, it's completely wild, but it's just hilarious when they're trying to smear campaign each other. Like, just like low blows, like no classiness. They're just fucking out there just killing it. Dude. Anyway, fuck. This is just like I said. You.
Okay. Let's take it to the next level. Let's rear back. Let's throw the politics out the window. Let's hit what about the medical ones? The medical ones are they're annoying. But usually the first time I hear them, they're hilarious because it's like, oh, don't take whatever it is. Plug in any medication here if you're allergic to it. One, how the hell do you know if you're allergic to it if you've never taken it?
You got to read all the asterisks. Because there's like fucking, that fine print where you're like, I have a 56-inch fucking TV with 4K, and I still can't fucking make out what that fine print says.
Oh, not to mention, what about the ones that are like, oh, depression? Oh, if you take this, it may cause suicidal thoughts. Why would an antidepressant give you if you look at the side effects, it's like, do you really want to take them? May create nausea, vomiting, diarrhea.
Dude, all kinds. Yeah, and some of them are like fucking minor too. You're like, oh yeah, it's just for, like I get it if it's like, this is a major issue. You're like, oh yeah, it's for my bouts of schizophrenia. Like, oh yeah, you should probably take that. And, the side effects of like, sweating and having headaches. Well, I'd rather sweat and have headaches than have a manic episode, right? But like, no, it's like dumb shit. They're like, oh, what's that? Got a headache? Just take one of these, and then you got anal leakage. You got fucking like you just have all these like this huge just trove of like, whoa, like I got a lot of fucking ailments now, but a headache ain't one. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, cool, I guess. Fucking dumb, dude. Fucking medical. Speaking of, since we're on medical, This is we're gonna go off record now. Okay, like this isn't one of our topics, but just speaking about it, this just reminds me. Have you ever had any surgeries?
I've had 2.
You've had? Shut the fuck up.
I've had 2.
See, new content. I've had 2 surgeries as well. All right, go. Give me. Let's just go one for one. Give me one of your surgeries.
I'm gonna go with classic jaw surgery. I had a nasty overbite.
Oh.
Technically, it wasn't an overbite. Technically, it was a slight overbite, but the angle in which my bottom teeth were hitting my top, I would have looked like a meth head.
Oh, gotcha.
It was strain the top, the 4 front teeth, strain the roots, weaken them, and then eventually they just fall out.
Gotcha.
So my parents didn't want me looking like a meth head, so got the jaw surgery.
Good for them. Well played.
I fully support that decision.
Damn, I thought we were gonna have matching surgeries. How cool would that have been?
That would have been pretty neat.
First one for me was my gallbladder. Had to get my gallbladder removed.
That is so normal.
That's why I thought we would share that.
I have not had my gallbladder removed.
Then it's obviously not as normal as you fucking think. No, yeah, I was like fucking dying, dude. And then, like I couldn't hold down fluids, waters, and then I don't know, like day 3 or 4 hit. And I couldn't even get out of bed anymore. Like, and I was like a young fucking 20-year-old man, dude. Like, couldn't even get out of bed. Like, I was like falling over, standing and shit. Like, I had like no fluids, no foods for days. And then my girlfriend at the time fucking loaded me up, took me to the it was the emergency room because it was fucking middle of the night. I was like, holy fuck, I can't stand anymore. You know what I mean? So helped me to the car, went to the emergency room, and then they like did a bunch of little things or whatever, and then they gave me a fucking prescription, which doesn't even make any sense, for like Pepsid AC, and they're like, you just got to fart, man, that's it. And I was like legit, you know what I mean? I'm like, are you fucking like, dude? I don't have to fart. I feel like I'm gonna die tomorrow, dude. Like I am not doing okay. Yeah, it's just a little indigestion, you know what I mean? I'm like, you are fucking out of your mind. So I literally went home for about 3 hours. And then I knew when shift change was at this. And then I went back during open hours 3 hours later, and they did like a little fucking like ultrasound, like they do on a pregnant lady, and they were like, "Oh fuck, hey man, yeah, this has got to go. And I was in surgery within an hour. And I got these cool scars. You know, they did it like, what is it, laparoscopic? Is that what they fucking call it? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I mean, whatever. Looks like I got punched by Wolverine. Like I got like 3 like perfect slits that are perfectly spaced apart. Badass. I was like, oh yeah, fuck, you should see the other guy. Oh, so that was one surgery. All right. What's the second one? Go.
Second one is I had my growth plate removed above my knee.
I don't know what that means. Is that where all of your power comes from? Your growth plate?
No, that's where your growing power comes from. So your growth plate is...
Are you fucking... Shut your mouth right now, dude. You got it removed. So are you saying you could have been fucking taller than you are now if you didn't remove it?
Theoretically, standing on one leg, yes.
Dude, this is blowing my fucking mind. Listeners, this guy is like ridiculous large. Like, you should have been larger.
Yes.
That is fucking scary, dude.
So, okay. Now, I don't know which school system if they had this, but back in the day, it would have been junior high.
Okay.
And they split the boys and the girls, and they go in the locker room. Maybe take your shirt off, and they tell you bend over and touch your toes, and they take this little scale and go up your spine. Okay.
Okay.
And they're looking for scoliosis.
Okay.
Early signs of scoliosis.
They did this in school?
They did this in
Not
school.
like during your fucking annual checkup.
No, this was in school.
This is fucking weird.
Yeah, this is in junior high.
So like a gym coach is doing a medical evaluation.
No, it was the nurse.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. And so they go up your spine and they look for little curvature in your spine. Okay. So they found curvature in my spine, so they gave me the little referral, and I went to the doctors.
Yeah.
And because I guess it's if you find it at a younger age, it can be corrected. Okay, I don't know too much about it because that wasn't my issue. My issue was one of my legs was longer than the other. Okay, so on average, the average adult male, I believe, is less than an inch difference, and that is okay. I was, I think, 1.5 inches or 1 3/4 difference.
Gotcha.
So instead of wearing, platform shoes on one foot as an adult, they took my growth plate out and my longer leg to slow the growth.
Who's they? Like, so you went to the doctor?
No, I had like a legit.
Did they put you the fuck
surgeon.
out like you were?
Yes, an orthopedic surgeon.
Nighty night, and then then you woke up and you were like, I'm the same size now.
Yeah, no, it's what it is by the time that I'm finished growing. So by the time that I'm finished growing,
You're finished growing, right?
I'm a 1/2 inch off, so I fall within that average.
Yeah, you say you had a 1 inch leeway and you're at a 1/2 inch.
Yes.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
So you are done growing though, right?
I would hope so.
I fucking hope so too.
I would hope so.
Jesus Christ!
It gets a little. The head takes a little too many hits every once in a while.
Oh my God! Wow. All right. Fuck. We had very different surgeries.
Yeah.
And then now this I would say is the most average. My second one was my appendix. Got my appendix taken out. Thankfully, I got it out before I burst. It was the wife. The wife made me go. Same thing, sharp pain. It was from that, good old area and everything. They're like, oh, yeah, it's probably appendix. And I was like, fuck, dude, same thing, throwing up and shit like that. And then she took me to the hospital, and I was like really nose in the air. So I went to the hospital that was like fucking an hour away. And when I got there, we got in the parking lot. I'm like, you know what? I kind of feel good now. I kind of feel like I'd be embarrassed going in there because right now I don't feel it right now. I feel it's good. And then same thing. She's like, well, we already drove here, so get out of the fucking car. I'm like, okay. So we get out, and then, sure as shit. Same thing. They look at it, and I'm like, holy motherfucker. They're like, yeah, that's about to blow, dude. And they said, luckily I came in, because if they were like, dude, if you wouldn't have came in, that would have blown within minutes. And I was like, oh, okay. So they took my appendix out. I went home, and same day, right after my surgery, and I finished hand sawing my baseboards for our old house, and then ripped a bunch of stitches. And fucked myself up again.
I was about to say any kind of strenuous work would.
I fucked myself up. Even the wife, because it was a little fucking miter box and shit. And I'm like, and I'm like doing it by hand and shit. And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I gotta lay these fucking baseboards. We're having fucking guests over for Thanksgiving." You know what I mean? And yeah, sure as shit, I fucked myself up. But anyways, yeah, it was my second surgery. Okay, now this is fucking okay. I got to figure out how to word this, okay? Because I just this gentleman. So let's say I was on a detail, okay? Let's call it that. I was on a detail where I had to be with another man when he went under for surgery. I know this isn't really making sense. I'm trying to.
No, I can see it. You're a caretaker taking care of an old dude.
There you go. Yeah. So I have to be there. while this individual goes out. Like, actually be there and be in the room with him. So, like, hey, you know what I mean? You got to put on little scrubby W's and the little fucking cool booties and shit like you're going to murder somebody, and you got to be in the operating room with us. I said, okay, copy that. You know, fuck, let's do this. And so I put on all my stuff. I go into the room with the gentleman. They have put him out. Okay, so he's out nighty night. They're going to do a surgery. Matter of fact, it was his appendix they were taking out at the time. Okay, and I saw this grown ass man get a catheter. This motherfucker changed my life forever. There was this nurse. She dude was already out, so like he's done, dude. He's out, and they're kind of like, you know, feeling around his belly and stuff like that. I'm like, there might be something in the bladder. Let's catheter him. You know, no big deal. Cool. You know, nurse turns around, goes into a couple drawers, gets a little fucking tube and thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is kind of how I pictured it. You know, tube goes up the little hole there. Copy that. You know, and she grabs this dude's flaccid dick and like just slammed it. It's like just boom, like fuck, oh my God. I mean, it was the most unceremonious, like, and then she's twisting it, yeah, and I'm like, holy shit, it was fucking savage. I was like, oh my motherfucking God.
Twisting it, was it like threaded or something?
She was just pushing it down deeper, but there was no like, she grabbed dude's flaccid dick, and I mean, slammed this thing to home plate, dude, and then was like really making sure it was seated, so she's twisting it and fucking pepper grinding it, and dude, I was traumatized for life. So before both of my surgeries, I had to go out for them, right? I mean, I was in the gown, you know, with your butt cheeks hanging out and everything, and they're like, yo, getting ready, okay, we're gonna put you down. I'm like, oh, can I go potty real quick? And they're like, yeah, sure. And I mean, I'm squeezing out the last 2 drops I got, because I'm like, there's no fucking way when I'm out. I know how they do it. Nobody's fucking putting a fucking big ass tube up my pee-pee, because dude, that was savage as fuck. So both surgeries, I'm not getting a catheter, bro. I'm not doing it.
I don't think I did. I don't know.
Well, did you feel a little funny down there when you woke up?
No.
Okay.
I don't think when I had my jaw surgery, I just remember waking up and hitting a little morphine button, going right back to sleep.
Yep.
My knee surgery, I was a little younger.
Yeah.
I think I was younger.
Yeah.
I was younger. So I didn't get the morphine button. That shit was painful. So I think I know my leg hurt. I don't think my nuts hurt though. So
all right, last wild thing for me. Okay, this is crazy too. So remember, I'm what am I 40? I'm 40, right? So I'm 40 years old. So when I was in high school, I had to get my wisdom teeth taken out. But this is how they did it back then. This sounds like it's like I was born in the fucking Wild West, but like this was literally just like the year 2000. Okay. My dentist office, or what do they call them? They don't call them dentists. Dentists don't actually fucking pull your wisdom teeth. It's some other fucking surgeon. Oral surgeon, right? So I got the oral surgeon office was legit right across the street. How great is that? From my high school. So I like went to my first period class, and I was like, oh shit, you know, 10:45, got to go. So then I walked across the street. They do not put you out. They didn't give you laughing gas, nothing. I had to get all 4 wisdom teeth out, okay? So that what they did is they put the shots in my mouth and they numb me up. All good. I'm actually really good with shots. Shots, mouth, fucking armpit. You put it wherever you want. I don't really care. I'm not afraid of needles. So they gave me the shots in the mouth. Boom, boom, boom. I'm all numbed up. Right on. Let's do this. Since the whole jaw is all numb, they got to put the little fucking like Lego brick in there to keep your mouth open. Right. All good. So all of them were underneath the gum, and they were all like kind of growing sideways, like pushing my teeth together. And I just had braces. That's why I was like, get these fucking things out. You're going to fuck up my beautiful teeth and make them crooked again. So all they did was take like a scalpel, and then they fucking like put an X, like a cross over the fucking top of the tooth. So they cut the skin in an X, and then, you know, folded the flaps over. Then they took the fucking cavity drill, right? The little fucking cylinder cavity drill. They drilled a hole directly down into the fucking tooth. Then they grabbed, like, I am not fucking about, dude. It had a wood handle. They grabbed the fucking, like, maybe 45, maybe 35 degree angled ice pick. Okay? It was a fucking ice pick. It had the wood handle with the little fucking notches on it, just like my grandparents used to have. Okay? And all they did was bend the fucking tip a little bit, so it's kind of at a little angle. They put the ice pick into the hole, and then they fucking jam it, and they just break your tooth into a bunch of shards. Then they took the little fucking ice pick out. I'm not fucking, dude, I was awake for this, remember? And I'm not drugged. I'm not laughing gas, nothing. And I'm like, there's got to be a fucking better way to be doing this. Then they just grabbed the little fucking tweezers and took all the pieces of your tooth out. So remember now, I am 16. I'm 16 years old. Okay, so this is 24 years ago. All right. This is the third time this has happened since that date. I'm not joking. About 3 weeks ago, and this has happened before 2 other times. I get like kind of pain on the inside of my gum. Like, oh, it's kind of like man, there's like a little pain there, like just a sharp point. And it takes a couple days, and a fucking shard of my tooth comes out the inside of my fucking gum, and I sit there tonguing it until it finally pops out, and I go, oh shit, a little tooth piece. This is just 3 weeks ago. I got another tooth piece from 24 fucking years ago that my body just now rejected out of my mouth. It was like, oh shit, they forgot this one. And what's fucked up? So that's the third time. I had another one that was like maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago. I had another. So like this is a third shard, and it's all from the same tooth on the same side. They left a shit ton of shards in there, and they're making their way out fucking decades later. I was like, maybe I should put this in a little bottle and fucking make a necklace or something out of it, dude. A little fucking ding tooth fairy. I mean, it's got to be worse, like 1/64th of the going rate. It's part of a tooth. Anyway, is that fucked up? Am I the only one?
Did you grow up in like the backwoods of the bayou or something like that?
No, this was it was a smaller town. I wouldn't say it was a city. I still wouldn't say it's a city. It was a town, but it wasn't like Stone Age. I mean, the dude who did it was like really old, so maybe this is how he was taught in fucking 1781. I don't know, but like that's legit what happened in my mouth. And like I said, I only am reminded of this because literally 3 weeks ago, I even told the wife, I was like, oh, and I'm fishing around my mouth, and I pull out, and she's like, "Fuck you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, check that out." And she's like, "What did you? Something stuck in your teeth?" I'm like, "No, that's a piece of my tooth." She goes, "Did you just chip your tooth?" I was like, "No. This came out of the gums. This was from fucking 24 years ago." And she's like, "Wow, like what the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, my body reject. What do you want me to do? Anyway, so they left a bunch of shit in there, dude. Hopefully a fucking gold ring pops out from the fucking dentist one day. I don't know.
Was that the era where people were like leaving like surgical tools inside of you if you're having
fucking maybe? Yeah, I need one of those ads to pop up. I need one of those companies be like, hey, were you a victim of this? Go ahead and call this 1-800 number, and we'll fucking file a lawsuit. Where's that ad at? Fuck, I need that one.
Being pushed out to the side, so by the time you get to see it, it'll be after election season.
Shit. All right, what did we? So last episode we did a first to worst. And it was you. First to worst, we drew the cards out on you because I obviously fucking know you better. And I'd have to listen to the episode. I have no idea. I think I got 2 out of 5 correct. I think.
Sounds about right.
I think I got 2 out of 5. I think I got like a 40%. I fucked out. And then we said this one, all right, we'll fucking, now we'll do a round. It'll be me, and you'll have to fucking guess them for me.
All right.
Okay, so we already got our 5 cards pooled, or 5 cards pooled. We haven't looked at them yet. We're about to flip them one by one. Smith, what do we got? Oh, for our listeners, shit. First to worst, this is, I don't even know what episode number this is anymore. But first to worst, we draw 5 cards. Then the other person has to put them in order from the most awesome to his least likely to fucking enjoy. I.e., first to worst. Okay, that's it. That's the only rules. Let's fucking do this.
All right, I can start now, right?
I guess, yeah. I was like, fuck. And I only say that because remember, I get all the stats and I see like there's new people. I think I was telling you the other day. We are now 13 listeners away from having 250 subscribers,
which is crazy to me. I mean,
we like just broke 100 just a couple weeks ago. Now we've already over doubled that. I don't even know either. Yeah, I don't even know. Thank you, listeners. You're fucking dope. I mean,
you're appreciated.
We appreciate you. All right, go ahead. First words. What do you got, Smith?
All right. Number 1, we got food photography. Number 2, we got roller skating. Number 3, Super Mario Brothers. Whew.
Shit.
Alone time is number 4.
Did we have that one before?
I'm pretty sure
I tried to pull all the ones that like we've already done before, but that's okay. Let's keep it.
All right. And number 5, the final one, is cold pizza. All right. Let me know when you got your number 1.
Done. Locked in.
All right. Super Mario Brothers.
Incorrect.
What?
Alone time is my number 1, 100%. I am not a social butterfly. I know I put that face on and I bring the energy and I am high energy. I am high output, but I do absolutely love my alone time and I love getting into my own head and fucking categorizing my life.
So hold on, you mean to tell me, okay, you have a crotch goblin, you have a child, and yet you don't want to expose him to Super Mario Brothers? You'd rather be by yourself playing Super Mario Brothers? Is that what you're telling me? I just want to know. I need an explanation here because
like it didn't say fucking Mario Kart. All right, it said Super Mario Brothers. Now I don't know if you know this. That's a one fucking player game. Hello,
Super Nintendo. You can have Luigi.
Like the other player can play Luigi. You know Super Mario 1, 2, and 3. Yo, you're fucking up. Let's just
No, pretty sure. What about what was the one that had the little 3 handles? The N64.
Mario 64. Yes, that was a single player game.
There's no way.
Bro, I'm about to almost spill my motherfucking drink. You okay, listeners, my favorite console of all time was Nintendo 64. I mean, we're talking GoldenEye, Star Fox 64, fucking they had StarCraft 64. I mean, I checked every box. The best Zelda ever, Ocarina of Time.
64.
It was a motherfucking single player game, bitch. So, incorrect. Number 1 is incorrect. Well, my number 2's locked in, and that would have been Super Mario Brothers. Yeah. What would you have picked for my number 2? You would have picked Alone Time, huh?
I would have done the Alone Time.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So now we're left with. So you're zero. You're okay. Now we're left with cold pizza, roller skating, and food photography.
I'm pretty sure we've had cold pizza before.
Who the fuck hasn't?
No, I think we had it in our first round of First for Worst.
Oh, no shit.
Yes, this might be a double doozy. So
okay. Hold on. Let me think about this now. Food photography, roller skating, cold pizza. Locked in, done.
Roller skating.
Dude, I'm not fucking around. It was cold pizza, bro. I am not joking. And this is what I stopped and thought because I was like, wait a minute. Okay, now if it was roller blading, I would actually put roller. And if I was like roller skating, I was like, skating is the 4 wheels, 2 and 2. I said it specifically says skating. I said I'd prefer cold pizza over roller skating.
And see,
I stopped. That's legit. I swear.
Okay, I can see that because when it says roller skating, yes, you're correct with the 4 wheels. However, I categorize.
You visualized rollerblading, right?
Yes.
And that's what I was like, man, it doesn't say rollerblading. If it was rollerblading, then that would have been it. But I was like, I'm reading it for exactly what it is.
Now, just a little side note.
Okay.
Did you, I'm assuming you did rollerblade.
Oh, fuck yeah. I rollerbladed the fuck out of shit.
Did you have the one?
I was a skater and a rollerblader.
Okay. So as a skater and a rollerblader, you had more like, I don't even know what they would call them, like a stunt skate, I guess. Like they weren't like the long blades with the really big wheels. It was like 2, and then there was a space that you can grind on and shit. Exactly.
And I know, I know, yeah. So you can do rails and fucking oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I had that set.
Because that's what I was picturing in my head. Because I know that you love your board.
I absolutely.
And usually all my friends that had their boards also had
the trick skates.
Yes.
Yep. And I did have I had quite a few pair. I only had one pair of like the trick skates. Then I had quite a few pairs of not. I was actually rollerbladed a lot. That was kind of a big thing for the '90s and shit. Roller hockey and shit in the street with my brothers. Like yeah, I did that a lot. So you're gonna get 1 correct.
Yes, I'm gonna say food photography is your last because if
that would have been it, yeah.
I would
because then obviously after cold pizza would have been roller skating, which you put roller skating 3, cold pizza 4, and it was the other way around. And food photography, who the fuck gives a shit about a picture of food? I'm good on that. That's last place, bro.
This probably would have been a little bit, believe it or not, that would have been a little higher on the list for me. You know why?
What?
A pet peeve of mine is I love to travel. I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
I don't like
looking at the picture?
I'm a photographer at heart. So when you sit there and you take a picture straight down on a piece of food, it doesn't look appetizing. You always eat with your eyes first. So
oh my God, that's a hell of a saying. All right, okay.
So you always eat with your eyes first. So usually if I go and I review a place and I get something, I'm like, this picture does not do it justice. I will sit there with my phone to the perfect angle, get that picture, and I will post it with a review saying, hey, this is actually pretty good. The review is probably
son of a. All right. Oh God damn. I mean, it makes sense for you.
It makes sense for
me. I'm like, wow, what a waste of fucking. Who the fuck would want to, like, what do they call it? Food porn? Who the fuck wants to look at food porn? I'd rather eat the chicken nugget. You know what I'm saying? I fucking stare at a picture of it, like, that picture looks great, so can I fucking get some?
But would you rather have like a dino nugget, or would you rather look at if you're looking at a picture, would you rather look at a picture of a dino nugget?
The picture lies, okay?
Exactly.
The only thing where the pictures are similar, and I'm not even joking when I say this, are in the menus of a Denny's or an IHOP. The fucking plates come out exactly looking the exact same. Everywhere else is a fucking liar.
Hey, I will say this. Only at midnight is that true, though.
What? Yeah, fucking 15 beers deep. I need to sober up a little bit. Boy, this Denny's platter looks amazing. Let me get the Grand Slam, please. All right, fuck, dude. We went way the fuck off topic.
and now we're pretty much out of time.
Yep, and we're out of motherfucking time. Listeners, you guys are dope as fuck. Continue the feedback. We got a shit ton of feedback that we have to answer your guys' questions, guys' and gals'. We've got a ton of feedback. Again, I respond to each and every single one of you that email us or message us, and we will heed your call. We will answer your questions, and I'm keeping track. I actually have a ton of them. We are going to answer those on a later episode because we fucking got carried away talking too much because Smith, we just found out he could have been a lot taller than what he is, which is fucking crazy, dude. And first to worst, that's you got 20%, so that's lower than a 40%, so it looks like I won that round. Oh my God, it was a great episode. I'm Griff signing out.
I'm Smith. See you later.